Welcome to my video on simple pendulum, measuring the period and comparison with theory. What I want to do here is do a simple experiment with a simple pendulum, meaning it's just a piece of wire and then a weight. It's not a compound pendulum that has multiple components to it. So in this pendulum, what we have got 32.5 centimeters of fishing line attached to the top of a laboratory stand here, and then for the weight I just used a metal nut. Weighs a few grams in the laboratory stand. So next I want to do a video showing you that move back and forth. So here's the video. Now what I'm going to do is start the counter when it crosses the zero line, and the zero line would be right here. And if you count this, there should be about 8 swings is what I counted, and then my counter stopped. I did it manually by adjusting the film, and at 9.365 seconds is how long it took for the 8 swings. So that gives us a measured period of 1.2 seconds. Now we want to see what the theoretical value gives us. So let's calculate the period of a pendulum using the standard formula. The period is equal to 2 pi times the square root of L over G, where L is 32.5 centimeters or 0.325 meters, and that's the length of the line. G is our gravitational constant. That's the acceleration due to gravity at the Earth's surface, and that is 9.8 meters per second squared. That's the units on that. So to calculate our period, we put these numbers in. It's equal to 2 pi times the square root of 0.325 divided by 9.8. That's 0.3316. And putting that in our calculator, so we get a theoretical value of 1.14 seconds. Now you notice the theoretical and the experimental differ slightly. So what we do when we're doing an experiment, and we get a difference, we're always going to get a difference between the experimental and theoretical due to assumptions made in the theory and due to experimental errors within the experiment. So the percent difference, the formula for that is you take the experimental value minus the theoretical value, and this is absolute value. You're just looking for the difference. You don't care about it's plus or minus. And then you divide it essentially by the average. So experimental plus theoretical divided by 2, so that's the average. Then times the whole quantity times 100% to convert it to percents. In our case, the experimental was 1.2 seconds, the theoretical is 1.14 seconds. So the percent difference is equal to 1.2 minus 1.4 divided by the average, which is the sum of these two numbers divided by 2, 1.17. So it's 0.06 divided by 1.17 times 100. That's 5.135%. So that is the difference, the percent difference between the two measurements. And that's not outrageous. That's a fairly reasonable number for this simple experiment. I hope you got something out of it, learned something about it. I want to thank you for watching.